Hello, I'm here to do an all signs tarot reading. Actually, it's going to be a combination of oracle cards and tarot cards for each sign, but I'm going to run through them quite quickly. And it's just to have a little bit of an idea of things that may apply to your sign during this new moon in Taurus. Now, the new moon in Taurus is happening right now, Tuesday, May 11th. We will feel its effects into about Thursday. So if you want to manifest, start your manifesting engines. Let's get going on it. And this particular new moon does want us to focus on bringing in things that are material, particularly focusing on your finances and income. So let's start off. We're going to start with Aries. I'm just writing down the times so I can pin the timestamps in below using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Let's get a message for Aries for this new moon in Taurus. As I stated, this new moon does want us to focus on our finances and things that are tangible. So we start off, I'm not going to take all of these because I do want this to be very quickly. So the Oracle card is Milk and Honey. So the Milk and Honey card does talk about the land of milk and honey. Let's get a couple of tarot cards to go with it. Now the land of milk and honey, I am going to just hold this up so you can see it. It is all of the good things. As you can see, this little elephant is enjoying his bath with the rainbow. He's got his jar of honey. Things are sweet, things are good. The land of milk and honey does talk about things that are going well. There's happiness, there's sweetness. All right, let's get some tarot cards for Aries for this new moon. So new moons are all about new beginnings, new starts. This is when the moon wants to, or is starting, correction, it does start its new cycle. There we go. It does start a new cycle, and it does want us to start new cycles. And this is when we bring in things, we set our intentions. Now we have the Two of Swords, meaning you're caught up in your head about a decision that needs to be made. And then we have the Four of Cups, which in a sense is a feeling of being ignored or having a lot of options. And in this case, you're literally foaming at the mouth because you are waiting for new options to be coming in, and you're caught up in your head about how to bring that in. So how does that apply to the new moon? It applies in the sense that don't get too caught up in your head about the how it's going to happen. Think about all of your options in which you can bring about the material side of things that you want to bring in. So I am going to leave that there for you, Aries, and I am going to move on to Taurus. Like I said, just writing it down. Let's get a new moon message or new moon oracle for the message for Taurus for the new moon, May 11, 2021. This new moon, Taurus, is completely your energy. This is being grounded. This is taking it slow. Messages for Taurus, please, for the new moon. It's wanting us to slow down, focus on the material side of things, which is completely your jam, you, Taurus. Or if you have a lot of Taurus in your chart. I do, actually, despite the fact that I'm a Gemini and completely embody that. There we go. I'm only taking two because I do want to run through these quite quickly. This is just a quick new moon reading for all of the signs. Like I said, I will have timestamps down below. Your oracle is why. Why are things happening? Why have things happened the way they do? Why are they happening the way they are? Part of the reason is you've been really focused with the Six of Swords on moving forward, particularly out of a rough time into something much smoother, much calmer. Now, you may be tapping into your intuition slightly with this particular card, as the Six of Swords does have an intuition feel. There is a movement with the Six of Swords. So this is to answer your why. And your why, this is more of your energy here, Taurus. King of Pentacles, you've been focused on the material, on your work, on your finances, and your income. And the King of Pentacles is very loyal and very committed to his cause. So that is the why. That's why other things may not have been working out for you the way that you were hoping to. It's because you're just really focused on one specific area and you haven't been looking to the outside. So I am moving on to Gemini. Woo, Gemini, okay. I am a Gemini, so let's see what is in store for us for this new moon in Taurus. Now, if you are a Gemini with a lot of Taurus in your chart, or you are a cusper with Taurus, you may be feeling this new moon a lot more. You may be having a feeling of needing to be grounded and focusing on the practical. The Oracle card, Aries got this one too. This is the land of milk and honey. So this is some good stuff coming up. I'll talk about this in just a moment. Let's get a couple tarot cards for Gemini, please, for this new moon in Taurus. Now, this new moon in Taurus does want us to focus, and focus being the key word. Focus on the things that bring us happiness, particularly how we are going to improve our work or financial situation, so that we can live in the land of milk and honey, which is a bit of a utopia. Not a bad thing to be working on and being focused on. So we do have one major arcana, but we'll talk about the Seven of Swords first. There's some sneaky, underhanded type energy with the Seven of Swords. There's a feeling of something being stolen in a sense, and that is preventing us potentially from getting to the land of milk and honey. But we do have the Justice card working in our favor, and the Justice card is karma working in our favor, and we may be moving into some sort of aspect with the justice system, and that in itself may be bringing us to how we get to the land of milk and honey. So I'm going to leave that there for you, Gemini. These are super short, super quick readings, and I will pin the timestamps down below. And we are going to move on to Cancer. So let's get our message for Cancer, please, for this new moon in Taurus. Now, Cancer, this is a good time to get out of your emotions, get out of your feelings, and get grounded, so you can get specific in terms of how you want to bring in financial growth, financial stability. And it's more about getting out of your heart and into your mind. And if you're having some difficulty doing that, if you can get out into nature so you can have that feeling of being grounded, there we go. That may help you so that you can get quite specific. Now let's get the tarot messages here for Cancer. Now your Oracle card, I will show it to you in just a moment, but we can start talking about it. It is no place like home. So you may be feeling like there is no place like home, and that's the only place you'd rather be right about now. All right, let's see if these tarot cards want to cooperate. But no place like home. And home is a good thing to be focusing on for you during this new moon in Taurus, because your home is something that is tangible, and the new moon in Taurus does want us to focus on things that are tangible, but your finances, your income, all of those things are quite important to you at this time to be focusing on. So here's your no place like home. Remember Dorothy when she got all swept up in the Wizard of Oz, and how she returned home was saying, there's no place like home, there's no place like home. Well, right now, there is no place like home for you. And being in your home is really your safe spot right now. This is your comfort zone. Now, there may be some moving and shaking with the Eight of Wands. There may be a lot of communication coming in, and it may seem like it's coming from nowhere or outer space. But you do have the help of the moon. With the moon card, major arcana card, this is actually your major arcana card, Cancer. So use the power of the moon to harness these messages and do so from the comfort of your home. Make your home comfortable. If you're not in a space that you feel a lot of comfort, then add that comfort to your home space. So I'm going to leave that there for you, Cancer, and we are moving on to Leo. Leo, let's get messages for Leo, please, for this new moon in Taurus. Now, Leos, this is going to be bringing you down to earth. It may feel like it's trying to put out your fire. You did get 2 oracle cards. I will talk about them more in detail, but I'm going to show them to you now. So the first one is Imagine. The next one is New Life. So let's get the tarot cards for Leo for this new moon in Taurus. Now Imagine is exactly what this new moon wants us to do, partly because we have Jupiter moving into Pisces, which is going to make us very daydreamy over the next little while before Jupiter goes retrograde in June. But imagine, use your imagination to start thinking about your new life and how you want to get it. I do want one more tarot card before we move into the specifics. Thank you. So use your imagination on how to bring in the new aspects of your life, or the new life that you want or you want to create if you don't have it already. Leos, you are quite a go-getter sign because you're very fiery, you're very driven. We have the Queen of Pentacles here that is helping to ground us and think about our pentacles. And the King of Wands, which is your energy, conversely. The King of Wands is the CEO of the tarot. And this is right up your alley, particularly if you own your own business. So if you own your own business, let the sky be the limit when you use your imagination as to what you want to call in to help with the betterment or the financial betterment of your life. I am focusing on the financial because that is what this new moon does want us to do. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Leo, and we are on to Virgo. So let's get, that was fast, oracle messages, and let's get tarot messages, please, for Virgo. Virgo, this new moon is somewhat up your alley. You're all about the creation and nurturing part of the financial or business parts of things. So this new moon is perfect for you, particularly if you just are starting out in a business or starting out with your finances and trying to get them figured out. perfect time for you. This new moon does want us to focus on work and finances. And Virgos are often neck deep in all of this, but you are a little bit more about the creation and cultivation. You are the thinker and a doer. And we have, sorry, I'm just trying to put these in the right order here. We have the here and now. So focus on the here and now, because there is going to be some movement coming in, and you're going to have to know when it's time to go and when it is time to go. But focus on enjoying the here and now, and it's not coincidental that you got 2 Pentacle cards. The here and now is working with people towards your financial goal, but when it's time to go, here's your cultivation card. This is your card, Virgo. The 7 of Pentacles is all about the cultivation and nurturing. And I swear these cards listen to me when I'm talking. As you can see, the plant has already started to seed, or has been seeded and is growing. There is a little bit of patience and waiting, but if you are wanting to branch out onto your own, there is going to be a time to go coming up for you. So please don't ignore that aspect of things. I'm going to leave that here for you, Virgo, and we are on to Libra. So let's get the messages for Libra for this new moon in Taurus. Now, Libra, you are an air sign, so this is coming down to earth and getting grounded for you, particularly focusing on finances. And with the new moon, it does want us to set intentions and call in the new. It does not have to necessarily be finances. It can be things that are tangible. As Taurus is an earth sign, and earth signs are all about things that are tangible. Now, if you are a cusper with Virgo, you may be feeling the impacts of this new moon a little bit stronger, just because the earth element here is very strong. There we go. The Fates. Here's the oracle energy for you, is the Fates. Now, I am going to talk about it while I shuffle the tarot cards. So let's get the tarot messages for Libra. Now, the Fates, this is a little bit of your fate coming in. Your tarot card of the major arcana is the Justice card, due to the scales of Lady Justice being balanced. But there is karma involved with the Justice card. And there's a little bit of fate tied up with karma. And we are in a bit of a karmic rebalancing, new karmic cycle starting out. So what it is that is going to end up coming towards you is fated. This is fate. Fate has decided what to be bringing in, and she's happy though. This is not a horrible doom and gloom type fate. There's a little bit of whimsical and wishing upon a star type energy. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Libra. That's a whole pile. So I will just run through these quickly. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, ooh, 10 of Pentacles, there's some abundance, Ace of Wands, and I love this card because it's literally the light bulb idea going off the bing, bing. So there is a spark of creativity, and you have the 9 of Swords. So you're really anxious about what is coming in or what you were trying to call in. You've got potentially 1 or 2 people coming towards you, one who's very fiery and passionate, one who's very tied to their emotions. Now, this may be a cup of love, and this could be a combination of your energy, their energy, or simply your energy, where you embody both energies, where one is very loving and the other is very passionate and go-getting. Now, this is not a horrible thing. to encompass, particularly when you are focusing on your finances. You do want to be passionate and driven, and there is a potential new idea coming in that's going to lead to abundance. So get creative. Know that the abundance coming in towards you is what is fated. So I am going to leave that here for you, Libra, and we are moving on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's get the oracle message for Scorpio, please, for this new moon in Taurus. I am running through these quite quickly. This is just a quick special reading for this new moon in Taurus. It does want us to be grounded, so you may have to come up to the surface a little bit there, Scorpio, as you are known to survive in the deep, dark depths where you feel protected. And right now I can't blame you for that. I'm doing kind of the same thing. I'm staying kind of protected in my home. But this new moon, what does this new moon want? It wants us to get grounded, get practical, get clear on our finances and how we want to bring things in and what steps we can maybe take. As with all new moons, this is the time to set your intentions and to start calling in all of that newness. So cleanse, do all of that fun stuff. And there we go. We'll take this one. Tried to pop out. Fork in the road. You're feeling like you are at a crossroads. You are at a fork in the road. And as you can see, there's signs pointing every direction. So let's get the tarot for Scorpio to see if we can maybe clarify what direction or what this fork in the road is about for you. Okay, there is indicated some movement with the Six of Swords, and there is a little bit of a letting go, and this is going to help clarify what you are so anxious about with the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords. You may be feeling or thinking that there was something dirty and underhanded that happened. You've got the Knight of Swords, so there is a swooping in of answers that is going to help lead you to the happiest card in the deck. Now, because this is a number of cards, it's going to take a little bit of time for all of this to play out. And in the meantime, you are very caught up in your own mind about what is happening here. And the swords indicate things that are going on in our minds. So there's a lot of stress and anxiety about which direction to take and which way to go with all of this. Just know that you are going to have some clarity come in, particularly once you start feeling that sun energy. So I am going to leave it here for you, Scorpio, and we are moving on to Sagittarius. So let's get the message for Sagittarius, please, for this new moon in Taurus, which is happening May 11th. Now, by the time I record this, it has reached its apex or its highest, fullest point, even though we will not see the moon itself, because with the new moon in its new cycle, it is the furthest away in its orbit around us, and where it sits between the Earth and Sun, we just don't see it. And we have chaos and conflict, which is very similar to Scorpio's card, even though theirs was a fork in the road. Your chaos and conflict is more... Okay, let's get the messages for Sagittarius, please. We'll use the tarot to clarify. Yeah, you're worried about your money, and that's exactly what this new moon is about. It's about money, finances, things that are tangible. But with the Six of Pentacles, sixes are about movement. So there is flow coming in, even though you feel like there's chaos and conflict. There is enough there to provide for yourself. There is flow. Money comes in, money goes out. It's really nothing exciting. and a Hierophant. Get grounded. This will help alleviate some of the chaos and conflict that you are feeling. Getting grounded will help you better see that maybe your situation isn't quite as dire as it appears that is causing all of this chaos and conflict. That I feel is more of an internal thing. With the Hierophant card, this is a major arcana and it is the card of Taurus. So you may have a lot of Taurus or Earth in your chart, but there is some generosity being shown to you with the Six of Pentacles. Getting grounded will help get you out of your mind and this feeling of chaos and conflict. So please take time to slow down. You are a fire sign, Sagittarius, and sometimes that can get you really going on a cycle. This is a great time to stop that. Like I said, get grounded. That is a complete key word for everything that I have read in regards to this new moon, and to slow down. And you may find that that chaos and conflict from within also slows down. It gives you some clarity, and that it really does want you to focus on the tangible, because Pentacles is earth energy, as is the Hierophant, and there is a flow and balance coming in. So I am going to leave that there for you, Sagittarius, and we are moving on to Capricorn. Let's get the messages for Capricorn, please, for this new moon in Taurus. Now, Capricorn, you are an earth sign, as is Taurus. So you may be feeling a huge draw to almost go within, which is perfectly fine. You are a very private sign, and getting grounded is where you are going to be the absolute most confident. Hang on one moment while I pick that up. Truth be told. So Truth be told is the Oracle card. Let's get the tarot messages to clarify this for Capricorn. So truth be told, it is the truth that you may need to tell yourself, or you may need to hear. Owls, because there is an owl in this card, owls can often talk about messages and wisdom that come in. And there is a lot of hearts surrounding this card, and it's a very calm and peaceful feeling that is coming in. And that just may be your own earth energy being happy with the moon also in an earth sign. As you can see, the window is open, hearts are pouring through. The mask is below the owl, and it's almost like the owl is triumphant. It's very peaceful, very happy, very warm and loving type card. And I like it for you. It's almost like you've removed the mask and you have risen above it, and now you are willing to open that window to your heart, possibly your soul, but I believe you're more willing to be opening up your heart during this time. You can call in something new. New moons are all about new cycles and calling in the new. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which again is earth energy, referring to nurturing something that you have already been working on and planted. There's a little bit of a period of waiting. I'd like to get one more card for you. And the truth be told is maybe you just need to be a little more patient. That was half the deck, guys. I just want one card. Just one. That's it. There we go. Well, we got a couple. All right. So you've got some major arcanas coming up here, and we are at the end of, or you are at the end of a cycle with the Death card here. This is Scorpio energy, so you may have Scorpio in your chart, but you also have quite a few similarities with Scorpio, even though you are an earth sign and Scorpio is water. You're both intensely private, and you're ending this cycle. You've been nurturing this something new, and these cards are a little bit graphic. This is the Empress card, and yes, this is kind of representative of the female genitalia, but it is nurturing and birthing, ready to birth something new. So this cycle has ended, and that may be the truth you need to hear, and you need to just keep working on or towards your goal. And your truth is that you can be nurturing, you can be a little more soft and open and very nurturing. The Empress is often talked about in the tarot as being Mother Gaia. So Mother Gaia is Mother Earth. The earth is what nurtures us and gives us life. That is the Empress card, and it is major arcana, and it does want us to keep nurturing. The Seven of Pentacles does kind of go along with that, but there is still a period of growth that needs to happen before you can move on with your pentacles. So stay grounded during this time. Don't be afraid to open your heart to something new, but keep an open mind and open heart when it comes to maintaining this nurturing type energy. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Capricorn, and we are going to move on to Aquarius. Let's get the messages for Aquarius, please, for this new moon in Taurus. So Aquarius, you are an air energy. You do have a bit of a dualistic type energy within you, as you are the water bearer, even though you're not a water sign. Still have yet to figure that one out. But you are an air sign. You may need to come back down to earth a little bit during this new moon period, which is happening today, May 11th. We will feel this energy and be able to cultivate and work with this energy all throughout May 11th into the 12th and 13th. The energy will start to wane after that and will not necessarily be as strong or as potent. So let's see if we can get a message for you. Just looking for one oracle card as kind of the base. So new moons, if you're new to this moon stuff, new moons are the start of a new cycle, and the new cycle is where you cleanse the old in order to allow in the new. All right. I could use this card. You actually got two. Take a nap. This is your energy. Come back down to earth, take a nap, get grounded, and you'll know when it's time to go. So let's get some clarifying tarot cards for Aquarius. Now in this take a nap card, the moon is resting quite peacefully with the small fox also having a very peaceful nap. This new moon is not about full-on action and taking charge and rushing into things. It does want us to slow down, and it does want us to get very grounded. So Aquarius, that is a very specific message to you. Nobody has gotten that message yet, and I only have Pisces left. So let's see. There we go. Ace of Pentacles. This is earth energy. This is exactly what this new moon wants us to focus on, is potential new starts with our money or employment. And if you are currently employed and looking for something new, it may be time to go, because you do have a new financial start. Oh, and you have a pair, the King and Queen of Wands. This is fire energy. This is the drive and passion, the get up and go, and the creativity. You may be working with a partner, or you may just be embodying the masculine and feminine aspects of the Wands energy, which is fire energy. Embrace both the feminine and the masculine aspects of this. The feminine is the creativity. The masculine is the drive to move forward Now, the King of Wands is the CEO of the tarot, and that may be calling you to go for that promotion to become the CEO or potentially start your own business. The Ace of Pentacles does indicate a new start, and it does indicate a new start with money and finances. So if you're not already involved in planning all of that, then definitely use the energy of this new moon to do so. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Aquarius, and we are going to jump into Pisces. Let's ask for message or messages for Pisces for this new moon in Taurus, please. There we go. One more. I'm going to shuffle this just a few more times. I have a funny feeling there might be one more. There it is. So, Pisces, not surprising that you have a card that indicates a deep knowing. You are quite intuitive. There is a little bit of a dualistic energy going on with the two planets in this card. Now, you have a deep knowing, and that, like I said, is your intuition. You have a deep knowing that you want a new life, or you want something significant to be new in your life. So let's get the tarot messages. That was way too many. Tarot messages for Pisces. Okay. Anything else? There's two already that are out, so we may just focus on those. Yeah, we will. These are just quick, short readings. So you have the Two of Wands. This is where you're going to have to use your deep knowing. Two of Wands is being at a crossroads and trying to figure out which way to go. Use your deep knowing, because that is going to help usher in a new life. Now, we do have this Four of Swords here, which talks about healing, and taking a rest is usually the key words associated to the Four of Swords. So you're at a crossroads as to how you want to approach going towards this new life. Now, you do have a lot of intuition. The King of Cups is looking at me here, as is the Hierophant, which is also about a deep knowing. This is the grounded energy of Taurus, by the way. The King of Cups is very feeling, very intuitive as well. It's masculine energy, as is the Hierophant. So you may need to embrace a little bit more of that masculine energy to find your voice. And there's that new idea. There's the new start with movement. So I'm just looking at the rest of the deck here. There's a lot that you are trying to focus on, and it would be a good idea to just pick one thing, specifically with the help of this new moon, that it be something in regards to a tangible thing, whether this new life is a new start in a new city, a new apartment, whether it's renovations, whether it's a new job. I do not necessarily see a new job, but there is a new idea, and there are movement cards here. So you may actually be moving, and that is where your new life starts. And that is what you are trying to manifest and bring in. Use the help of this new moon to figure out how that is going to apply with the tangible steps to get you there. So all signs, those are everybody's readings for this new moon in Taurus. I'm going to leave it here and talk to you soon.